Welcome to this video. In this video I would like to show and explain to you how we can increase the security within table maintenance views, especially to maintain tables. Here right now we are logged in with one user, Andreas G, and basically if we open up a transaction test, set test underscore agent, we will open up a maintenance view. So we will indirectly open up the transaction SM30 and will access within this table. And we could also do this within a transaction SM30 and then enter the table where there a maintenance view exists and click either on maintain to maintain the entries or click on display to just view what kind of entries are saved in this table. I have already produced one video explaining you in detail these steps to create a table in the ABAP dictionary SE11, then generate the table maintenance and also create a transaction in the SE93. I will link the corresponding video to get you more information about this. So generally speaking, now I'm switching over to another user. So here right now I'm logged in with Andreas underscore test, and for example if I open up also the SM30 transaction, then we can see you are not authorized to use transaction SM30. So the first thing is to increase security to table maintenance is restricting or granting access to this critical transaction at all. So right now the user doesn't have authorization to this transaction, but the user doesn't have authorization at all to not execute any transaction. But this is the first step. So guarantee to grant access to this transaction. So let's move over to the other user, Andreas G, and we will create a role in the transaction PFCG. Here right now we just type in a role, click on create single role to put it in here and then put a description in here and save this. So the next what we're going to do is under authorizations, we will now create a profile. So therefore we click on change authorization data. And yeah, of course, this is just for demo purpose. I would like to set the focus on the increasing of the security of the table maintenance. But of course, you can also use the SU25 to create the profile in there. This is fine. So we don't want to use any template at all. So what we're going to do is we manually add the authorization object for the transaction code SM30, and this is S_T code. And then we confirm this, and then down here we can see that in here in TSD we can add the value. So for example in this SM30. So let's save this, then we will generate the role. Yeah, this is fine. And now we have already created our profile. The next what we're going to do is we go back and basically under user, I would like now to add this user, Andreas underscore test. Make a save, and here I also click on user comparison. So make a complete comparison. So this is now fine, and yeah, save it once again to have this role and also assigned to this user. Then switching back to Andreas underscore test, and now try to open up the SM30 transaction. And now we can see that the user can access this transaction, and if he enters the table where there is a table maintenance created and click on display, then here we can see that the user doesn't have authorization to display the data in here and also not to maintain it in here. So the next what we're gonna have to do is to make sure to authorize the edit and changing rights to this user. And to do so, we will go once again into the PUCG transaction, and we have to adjust the authorizations. And generally speaking, you have two possibilities to do so. So let's start with the first one. We're once again going into change authorization data in the PUCG for this role, and we will add another authorization object. And in this case, it's S_TABU_NAM. And if we add this in here, so let's open this up, then here we can see that there are two authorization fields available, so the activity and the table. And if we go change, then here you can specify whether a user should have the authorization for changing and displaying a table in the SM30. So just simply select both of them, and here under change you have to enter the table name. So in this case, set test_agents. Let's save this, generate this once again, and move over to the other user once again, and let's test this. So now if I click on display, this works perfectly fine, and if I click on maintain, this also works perfectly fine. Great. Instead of authorizing the S_TABU_NAM authorization object, there's also another approach that you can do. And therefore we go into the ABAP dictionary, so the SE11 transaction, and here we will go into our table maintenance generator. So under utilities, table maintenance generator, what you also could do is, instead of going in the SE11, you could do this within the SE54 transaction, enter the table in here, and then basically go to generated objects and click on create change to do this in here. And here at the beginning, we can now see that you have in here a so-called authorization group to do so. And an authorization group that you can select in here can be set up in multiple tables, and you can authorize this authorization group, meaning that if you have access to this authorization group, then all the linked tables can be displayed and changed also in the SM30 in the table maintenance. And here right now, let's make a short example. So if we're using the search help, then here we can see a lot of authorization groups in here. And you can also, if you want to, define an own authorization group, but I would like just to use an existing one. So just use set FOR and then go to save. And then you can see that the authorization assignment was saved. By the way, NC and is an authorization group without checking authorization. So this does not have to be set up in here. So then we can close this. This is fine. By the way, if you would like to maintain authorizations group, let's go once again into SE54. You can then in here enter the table and select authorization groups, and here go to create change, and then here you can with add empty row, and then you can enter a new authorization group in here. So this you can do with SE54. So after assigning it to set FOR, so let's prove this, set FOR, because this is what we need. So let's close this and let's go once again into our role, into the PUCG transaction. And now what you can do, we can add the authorization object for the authorization group, and this is S_TABU_DIS. And if we open this up, then here with this authorization field, you will enter the authorization group. So in this case, it's set FOR. So let's take this over, and under activity, here you have also the chance to display and changes. So let's, for example, just select these two. So this is fine. So let's save this and generate this, and then it's good to go. And here, as mentioned, you can use either of one. So now we're seeing that the authorization group is set and assigned to the table. So basically, here we can see if we would, for example, remove the change rights in here. So let's save this and let's generate this. We can now see that the user is authorized to change it within here. And now let's have a closer look and go once again into the other user, Andreas_test, and let's go to display. This works perfectly fine. And let's go to maintain. This also works perfectly fine. And if we, for example, would remove in here also the change rights, so let's remove this in here and generate the profile, and then going back to the test user and now go to maintain. Then here you can see that the user doesn't have authorization for the change mode, because neither the authorization group or the table itself is authorized to change this. So just simply here add change in here and save it and generate it to still be able to open this up in change mode. So now basically I've shown you two approaches. So the first one, authorizing the SM30 at all. So here we can see this. The second one is going with the authorization group, also in the table maintenance generator, either in the ABAP dictionary SE11 or SE54, or going with the table itself for changing and display rights. The third approach is basically to create or to add an authority check in the screen itself for the table maintenance view. And to accomplish this, first of all, I would like to create a custom authorization object that will be used later on in the screen in the program itself when the maintenance view is being called. So therefore, I'm going into the SU21 transaction. And here I now would like to create, first of all, an object class, because the object class is the folder, the group where there are all the authorization objects linked. Here we can see the authorization classes. So therefore here just simply I will put set ERP with a test, save it, and save it to my $TMP package as a local object. So this is great. The next what we're going to do is I would like to create an authorization object, and in this case I mean it set_auth_set_TA, put a small test in there, and here, as mentioned, our created class, hit the enter key, and I would like to link it to an authorization field, and therefore I just would like to use the activity, so ACTVT, hit the enter key, and I would like to save once again to my $TMP package as a local object. I also need to maintain the permissible activities for this activity, so this is fine. And here I click to permitted activities. And here, just for demo purpose, I would like just to set it to 02. You can also distinguish and then decide later on the program based on the action the user does. But for demo purpose, I just would like to permit it for 02. And then I save it. I save this once again, so this is now fine. and this has been created and is now ready for being used. After creating the authorization object, we have now to adjust the coding. And therefore, once again, I'm going into the table maintenance generator, ABAP dictionary SE11 or SE54. So here, for example, go into the change mode, utilities, table maintenance generator. And here, this is important that here, within this function group, the specified function group, there is also the screen included where the table maintenance logic is programmed. So this we need to copy in here, and then we open up the SE80 transaction. And here either select function group, or because I know that these are linked to my $TMP package, so I will open up function groups, and then here we have the function group for this maintenance view. And here, if I open up screens, then here we can see now the logic that is being executed when I open up within the SM30 the maintenance view. And here I would like to include also an authority check that you can do. So therefore I'm going into the change mode and I'm simply putting, for example, module auth_check. So this is fine. Make a pretty printer. And then save this, and then I double click on auth check. So here I would like to create it. I now specify a new include. This is fine. Yep, this is fine. And here I have basically now my module where I could include my logic, and therefore I have already prepared the logic. So in this case, I am simply doing an authority check based on this authorization object for the authorization field activity with the value 02. And if the user doesn't have authorization, even though all the other authorizations are granted, then I will put out a message, an error message, and I will go back to the initial screen. So make a syntax check and let's activate this. So we will activate everything to have it included in here and then test this. So we go to Andreas_test and let's open up the SM30 for this and let's call the display. And here we can see that no authorization message is being shown because the user doesn't have authorization for this authorization object. And if you would like to give him the authorization, then you can grant it in the authorization role in the PECG to be still able to open up the display and the edit mode of this maintenance view. And yep, I said this. If you have any questions left, please put them in the comment section. Please like this video and please subscribe to not miss great upcoming videos. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.